Welcome. My name is Lance Sawyer. I'll be your professor for this class. This is college algebra. This will be my 14th year teaching college algebra for Butler Community College. And I am currently a teacher at Inman High School. Okay, so again, if you have any questions throughout this entire course, feel free to email me. Okay, hopefully we keep this as open as possible. Again, my phone number will be on there. So if you have something urgent, send me a text. Otherwise, email, I should get back pretty quick. So make sure you are open with me on any issues you may have. Okay. So my goal for this should be a short video describing just the kind of the introduction of the course, just some requirements that we have, just kind of the processes that we'll use. Okay. So again, this course will begin on the 18th and on the 13th of May. Okay, the last day for a refund is the 31st of January, and the last day to withdraw is the 18th of April. Okay, it's a 3 credit hour course, placement school. Let's see. As we go through this, feel free to read it more. Okay, so this is again the home screen in Canvas. Okay, you need to get used to using this. Okay. Okay, the schedule can be found in Syllabus, and we'll go through that. All of the assignments will be submitted through Hawks Learning, and then all module exams and final exams will be proctored. Now, I've had issues with proctors already, or questions about proctors already. If you're in a high school setting right now, the high school teacher you are with will be your proctor. Okay. If you're not, okay, so if you are not in a high school and you're just kind of taking the course, you will have to travel to a Butler site to take the test. Okay, so as we keep going, materials. Okay, so the only thing required material wise is one, the scientific calculator, the TI-30X IIS. Now it has to be this one. It cannot be your TI-83s, your TI-84s. It cannot be a graphing calculator. Okay, so it has to be this TI-30X, especially if you're going to use for a test. Okay. And then you need the access code, the college algebra access code. You do not need to buy a book. Okay, so the book will be down here. You do not need to buy the book. Okay. The calculator is required that students purchase and become familiar with this specific calculator so that you're comfortable using it. However, for the module exam, students are required to use the department provided calculator instead of their own. If you have this calculator, usually you can use your own. Okay. Access to graphing utilities, handhelds can be used for homework only. Okay. Supplementary materials. This is the book. You do not need to buy the book. Okay. Okay. So that's pretty much it there. To begin, we want to click on modules, but we're going to go ahead and go through the syllabus next. So again, this is 10-694. There's some of you that are 10-695. There's some of you that are 10-696, and there's some of you that are 10-697. You need to know which CRN number you are. So when you sign up for the class in Hawks, you enter the correct CRN and get you put in the correct class. Okay. So 10-694 is usually for Hope or White City. Okay. Again, meeting dates are Monday through Friday. Okay. And again, various times. Office hours, I should be around. Okay, 7 to 8 o'clock on Monday or Wednesday. Okay. Now that's not saying I will always be on there, but if you have issues, I can get on, and I can get on anytime throughout. I coach track and I coach football and I do weights. So my schedule is somewhat full on Tuesdays and sometimes Thursdays or Fridays, but Mondays and Wednesdays are usually pretty free. Okay. Email lsawyer1@butlercc.edu. Okay. And again, there's my phone number. If you have an immediate question that you need to ask, go ahead and just send a text through there. Okay. Went through required, supplementary. Okay. You can read through this, and you will need to read through this because there will be a syllabus quiz, and that'll be your very first assignment. Okay. Now the quiz you can take as many times as you want. But I think it is overall the syllabus here. Okay, so grading components. Okay, so when we get on Hawks, and everything will be through Hawks. Okay, there won't be any paper or pencil stuff. Okay, you'll have certifies that you have to do. So over each assignment, you have to do a certify. So it just proves that you've covered the material. Okay. You'll have to do an additional learning activities. That is the quizzes, which what we do is we use the study guides for the exams. Okay, so you'll have 4. You'll have exam 1, exam 2, exam 3, and then the final. Each will have a study guide. Those 4 study guides, I guess, as well as the syllabus quiz, so you'll have 5 actually, will be a part of this additional learning activities. Module exams, you'll have 3. Okay, so each worth 15% of your final grade. Okay, so 45% total, and then you'll have 1 final worth 20% of your final grade. Grading scale, again, 90, 80, 70, 60. Okay, and then schedule. Okay, so week 1, what we want to accomplish this week through the 21st of January, we want to be able to log on to Hawks. Okay, that shouldn't take very long. Syllabus, watch this. Syllabus quiz. Okay, 2.1 and 2.2a. Okay, so these 3 things are Hawks assignments. Okay, the other 2 are not. But that's what we need to do this week. Okay, now the due date for these, so 2.1 and 2.2a, they are due the Friday night. Okay, so Friday night at midnight, they are due. Okay, so whatever week they are assigned, Friday night at midnight is the due date. Okay, so by the 21st at midnight, you need to have 2.1, 2.2a, and the syllabus quiz completed. Okay, and then next week by the 28th, you need to have 2.2b, 1.8, 2.3. Okay, this class is somewhat spread out. Other classes, we have to finish this all in 8 weeks. You guys have 16. Okay, so it's somewhat spread out enough where you usually only have 3 assignments per week. Okay, and so with that, I think you can get it done Friday. Do not procrastinate. Okay, that's the biggest thing that makes people fail, is that they wait till week 2 to try to start working on some of these assignments. Okay, that's why we're going to make the due date on Friday. Don't wait till Sunday night to try to get it done. Okay, so these are your assignments, and then if you look through, there's your first test. MA 132 exam. Okay, will be the week of February 21st to the 25th. Okay, and then all the way through, it shows you what we need to be done each week. Okay. Now, with that being said, and I think it'll say this as we go through, but you can't skip any assignments. Okay, and what I mean by that is, like when we get ready to take MA 132 exam. Okay, so you have to have everything previous completed, 2.1, 2.2a, 2.2b, 1.8, 2.3. Again, all of these have to be completed before you can take the exam. Hawks has a setting where if you do not have all these completed and you try to log on to the exam, it'll say you're not allowed to log on. Okay, now you get one makeup thing, one makeup test. Okay, that's not a retake. A makeup test is you just weren't done in time, and so you could take it maybe a day or 2 later or a week later. Okay, there is no retake. So if I do poorly on MA 132 exam, I don't get to redo it. Okay, so every assignment must be completed. Okay, you can't just skip anything. Let's see. Again, here's my policies. The 20% will be these 4 as well as the syllabus quiz. Classroom expectations, all certifies will be due at midnight on Friday. If you're going to be late, email me. And then the grade weights are there. The final exam, which is again 20%. Okay, for MA 135, which we're in, there has to be a minimum score of the final exam is 50%, which means if you score less than 50%, it doesn't matter what your grade is for the course, you do not pass the class. Okay, lessons. Certifies are required to do practice and achieve approximately 65% mastery in order to gain access to the certified mode. So there's a practice session for each section. There's a practice and there's a certified. You got to do the practice up until 65%, and then you can go do the certified. Once you get the certify, you can achieve up to 80%. Once you get that, then it gives you 100% for the section. Okay, so you just got to get a certain number of questions right, then it'll give you 100%. It's pass fail. There's nothing in between. Okay. Your certified assignment grades will either be 100% when it's on time or 0% not completed. Okay, if it's late, the late penalty is 10% penalty per day, up to a maximum of 50% off. The exams. All certifies must be completed prior to the class-wide scheduled exam date and time in order for a student to be eligible to take the module exam. If a student is not allowed to take the module exam, the student can finish their certifies and choose to take it as their one makeup exam. You will get a formula sheet, okay? You can't have note cards, you can't have notes, you can't have books, cheat sheets, they're not allowed, okay? But you do get a calculator as well. And you get the formula sheet that will be provided, okay? No partial credit can be given for multiple choice exam questions, and we can go through that once we get closer to the first one. Yeah, makeup, there is no retakes. Retaking exams are not allowed. Okay. And that's pretty much it there. So with that being said, let's go how to start logging on to the course. Okay, some of you have logged on, some of you have not. That's okay either way. Okay, so what you'll do, you'll go to this Hawks logon or login. You'll start with modules, go to Hawks login. Okay, open Hawks in a new window, and you'll come here. I have an account. I've gone through Hawks. If you have not gone through Hawks before, you come down here and say create an account. Now for this class, you want to purchase the access code. If you have not purchased the access code yet, this is the one you'll need to do. Okay. Now, if you don't have a credit card with you today, okay, and you want to get ready for the class or get started, go ahead and come down to request temporary access. Okay, and that will be granted already through you. So you'll put your first name, last name, your school, okay, and the school will be Butler. Okay, so you come down here to Butler Community College. Okay, you'll put your email address in, okay, and then you'll hit next. Okay, and then you'll come to a screen like this. Once you set that up, and you'll hit add course, okay? And the course you want to add, I have it down here, is College Algebra 3rd Edition. Okay, so you'll hit enroll in that course. Now, the instructor is Lance Sawyer, that's me. Okay, and then your section. You need to know whether you're 10-694, 10-695, 10-696, or 10-697. And again, that is on the Canvas. So if you go back to Canvas, okay, the one you are on. So this one is 10-694. Yours might be different. Okay, so if you're not in Hope or White City, it'll be a different number. So make sure you pick the correct number. Okay, so let's say I'm in 10-694 and then hit enroll. Okay, and then it'll give you the course and we can go ahead and get started. So when we view the course, it'll say what's due. You need to do this quiz right away, 2.1, 2.2a. Now, when I'm getting ready to start this, okay, what I would like you to do, okay, I will send you the notes for the week. So I will send you notes for 2.1, 2.2a, okay, and the notes will look like this. Okay, so it's a set of questions that are going to be on that homework. And if you follow through this, if you follow what I talk about on this, you will do just fine in the class. If you never look at these things, it's 50-50 whether you pass or not. Okay, so spend some time, look at this, and then what I will do then is I will send you the link for the video. Okay, so 2.1 linear equations. So a video exactly like this.
Okay, so
okay, and I will walk you through how to do each problem, and I'll do this for every section. I will tell you step by step what you need to know and what you don't need to know on this. So do the note guides. You need to do these every week. You need to do these. Okay, and they're not long. 2.1 is 11 minutes long. Okay, and when you only have 3 things to do, just doing that 11 minutes of going through this guide, even though you could do it already, okay, will help you in the long run. Okay, so that's what I would suggest doing there. And so I guess for the week, I will send out an email that has all this information on it. But go ahead and get logged on. If you can get logged on before class starts tomorrow, that would be a great thing. Okay. If you're not, that's fine too. Okay. But you need to get syllabus quiz done first, and then 2.1A, 2.2B, or 2.2 or 2.1 and then 2.2A. Get those done. Okay. Do not fall behind. Again, if you have questions, let me know. I can answer any question you get. Okay. So let me know. But thanks for taking the class, and I hope we have a good semester.